so just let me know when we're back on, so I can get back in character. Where we are.
Yeah, we should be back. Let me make sure.
It's up. I see it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's quite unfortunate for Frosty. Already out. I believe he already lost it in Sector 2. Not sure what happened with that.
Usually
Looks like he just got out
usually
of
the
shape.
curbs.
Yeah, these curves are just very violent if you're not really careful. I'm glad to see a returning face there in the Haas of Robertson 1. I wanted to see what his pace will be up to this season. And for right now, he is on the outlet for the time being. Let's see how Mike is doing. Just entering Sector 2, going through the curves. I remember Mike. I believe he finished. What was it in P3 on Australia? That was a very good result for him.
Yeah, the whole race he had to defend from, I believe it was Calvin, but if like him posting a good qualifying like he did in Australia, you won't have to worry about Calvin this race as he did DNF from qualifying, most likely getting on the curbs there through Sector 2.
Right. Coming to the final corner. Let's see how he's gonna be able to do. Is he gonna be able to get pole position? Not quite. Only at 127. That's not the time he's really looking for there.
No, I don't think he was held up there. He might have ran wide into corners somewhere. We will definitely look, and I believe he's gonna go for another one here.
Yeah, Robinson coming in the last few corners. Let's see how he's gonna do. He's almost out of being used of his ERS. So is he gonna have enough to reach the line? He's already
just about. Now he pulls the pits.
And Brandon is out. Not sure what for. But unfortunately for him and for Frosty, they're not gonna be able to put a time in. Looks like he was not able to improve. To say, for JD Nolan, that's a very fast time from him. I'm not gonna lie.
25.8.
Yeah, and
great time.
He's only separated from Mads by only 1/10. While the rest of the grid is trying to get even close to that. And the rest of the grid, they're only barely separated by 1/10 as well, or not even less than that. So this is quite interesting. That's a very close grid. JD Nolan. Let's see if he's gonna be able to improve on his time. And Rat, Rat, I do apologize if I'm butchering the name, but Rat Ryan Ran has set the fastest lap at 25.7. Very good for the Ferrari driver. Now JD Nolan is stuck between the Red Bull Ferrari sandwich, as I like to call it. Let's see. Looking at the Delta, he just placed the fastest time in Sector 2. So he is improving on his time. But by how much is the question. As he comes in the final corner, activates the DRS, is it across the line, and yeah.
It's going to be faster by another 10th. This is going to be great on his last run that they'll get.
As Miami, yes. I didn't see him jump all the way up. I believe these are both California and Miami new faces to League of Europe. If I had to guess. Yeah, so some new faces and some old and some returning.
Alright, I gotta run upstairs real quick, so I'll be back.
So this is quite interesting. So this is quite good here. It looks like he's gonna have to abandon the lap that he was on. Right now, this person who's not anywhere on a lap is Iverman Mike. Let's see how he's gonna be able to do it. It seems like he improved on his time extremely, but he's gonna cross the line, and he does improve, but not the time that he needs. Looks like he's quite struggling out there. Yes, he is. Oh no, she went really wide there and validated the time, but I don't think he was really trying to go for a lap. Philip, he's gonna cross the line only 27.1. That's done. The bad part with this track is that if you're pretty slow here and you can't get a proper time, you're just gonna be extremely struggling. But then again, that goes for any it goes for any track really. Here's NSX Mads. Let's see if he's able to improve on. Actually, no, he's actually invalidated his time. Straight into the pits. So, for the top 7 or the top 8, they're only separated from really only 1/10 from each other for the top 8. Such a very tight grid. entering the pits. Looks like he's not gonna be able to do. He's not gonna be able to do time quite yet, as Ryan is right now. Like he's the only one on a lap, sitting comfortably in P3, I would say, but it doesn't look like he's very satisfied with it. He's gonna try to get that pole position, and does not look like he's gonna be able to improve on it. Probably gonna switch to a fresher tires just to try to get the edge, or I don't think he's gonna be able to improve. Sitting at P6. Looks like he was able to improve on. He was able to improve on the first sector. Let's see if he's going to be able to do the same on sector 2. Because sector 2 it is. But sector 1, it's very tricky to get it right. He actually sets a. It was that for a split second. It was able to put a purple on sector 2. Now on sector 3, he's going to be crossing the DRS line. DRS is open, he's crossing the line. P4 and Rand has retired in the pits, so he's going to be stuck in the position for right now. Looks like he won't be able to improve. And as Ivan Mike said in the chat, that he is struggling. He hasn't really practiced this week. But yeah, he's been very busy with work around the house. I do not blame you on that. Right now we have both Hughes and Robertson both on a lap. Fuzz is, I think he's on the I think he's having a little tunnel on Robertson, but I'm not sure. He's already invalidated his time, and he's trying to cross the line as quickly as possible.
Yeah, he's gonna have to hurry up. I don't know if he'll make it.
And Robertson loses. Oh no, Robertson just not the time he was looking for.
I think Fuzz made it.
Yeah, Fuzz has made it. And Adderall, I'm hoping I pronounced that correctly. He's coming in the final sector. He's one of both Mercedes that haven't put a time yet. Taking a lot of that curve towards the entrance. Foot into the floor. DRS, he's gonna cross the line. Just 28.4. That is not the time. And oh, Hughes just spins it. I'm not sure if he was trying to avoid heated or not, but just oh wow, I don't know. That was just bizarre. Robertson, he's not trying to push for a new time, and heated looks like he's out of fuel. So that is our grid, with JD Nolan having pole position with a 25.5. So good job for the Red Bull driver, holding on to that pole. like I previously said, I'm only from third to sixth, and they're only separated by only a few 100ths of a second.
Yeah, the top 10, half a second between them, so that's definitely a good showing of equal pace there, and I think it's going to prove some great racing if they can keep these gaps like that the entire race. This will be good.
Oh yes, this is going to be quite close. It's going to be quite close here. I'm hoping they'll give us some good entertainment.
Alright then, so the full grid will be JD Nolan will take pole position, and then Excel Dawn in second, Jerome Ranvi, Rajion Miami, Heated California, Mads, and Matt Kieran will be your top 10, and then Iverbryn, Mike, Goldie, Felipe, Robert Sum, 11 through 14, Adraholic, Calvin, Fuzz, and Brandon 45667 will round out the grid in 18th.
Yeah, unfortunately, those three drivers were not able to put a time in. I'm not sure if there was any qualifying bans or not, but it seemed like one of them did, because retiring in the pits, or he's just doing it for strategy purposes. See, the one thing I do enjoy is the night glow of Bahrain and Singapore, especially with the new titles. It just has that very nice glow to it.
Yeah, that's definitely the I think the biggest improvement between the last few games was the difference in the lighting. Definitely makes it look a lot better.
Let's see what the ones at the bottom 10 are going to be able to switching to. I believe we're going to be having quite an interesting setup. As any of you don't know, that the top 10 are not able to change their tire compounds. They have to start off on the tires they set the fastest lap in. So the top 10 will be starting on all softs, and we have everyone but LD or Admiral. I do apologize for butchering name, but American accent makes it very tricky. Him and his teammate Fuzz were the only people to not run on the mediums. They're actually running on the hards. Well, on the hards on this track, they can go for a long ways.
Yeah.
So, on the track though, they're just so much slower. But knowing Fuzz, they will be able to go through the field, just knowing just his pace. Right now, as you see on the screen, that the soft runners may have to run a two-stop strategy, running on rather soft to medium or soft medium to hards. I believe the pit window for them, I believe, is around lap 7, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I was looking back at the stretch thing that came up. So the mediums can go to 14 laps, because it does come up again there. So the two-stop soft mediums is on the screen now. And looking back, the softs go to 7, and then take the mediums to 18, and then another set of mediums to the end. So this can definitely shape up to be a race of different strategies, as as everyone is now slotted into their positions. We're waiting on Fuzz, as I believe he did spin again, but we are lined up on the grid for round 2 of the Bahrain Grand Prix here for League of Europe Division 4. Lights out. We're racing in Bahrain, and it's a beautiful start there from, I believe that was Jordan, as he jumps Excel down up the line there. 4 wide going into turn number 1.
Wide. They 5 wide in the beginning. XL Dan just getting right in front and getting in a little bit of contact with JD Nolan. He's trying to slip by, getting into trying to get into the slipstream, and that is Mads into the wall. Huge damage from him.
Yeah, Mads off in the back, but JD Nolan and Excel Ton still side by side as they race down through Sector 2. Nolan will gain the position as Don, I believe, will probably just succeed that position, not wanting to fight it through. A huge lockup going into, I believe that is turn 8. Yes. And he is now off at the back.
Say does no damage, luckily no damage from the Red Bull, so he came off unscathed. And looks like Philip trying to squeeze on the outside line from Goldie, and doesn't look like he's going to be able to hold the position. So a little tricky right at the start, but looks like fairly clean throughout the grid though. But not sure what happened to Jared, but he had a phenomenal start, but his all the way down to P4. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but now he has the switch back on ramp, and he's going to be able to take that position up to P3. Very, very good on the switchback. And it looks like, let's say Ren, looked like he was trying to get that position back from him, but does not look like that's going to be the case.
Oh, and Miami 6 goes up into the inside, but he just can't get the traction down. And I think strategy's playing a little game with me there. Anyway.
As I say, the game is trying to trick us on who's who.
I do believe now that the scoring pylon has not figured itself out yet, as Mads is leading, but he's not.
As we see now, it's changed it to where now you can switch to the soft to soft and then to the mediums now. So we might have to see how the strategy will have to play out. JD Nolan just already having over a second lead over Don, and he's already I think over a second and a half in front of Rand.
As Calvin, I believe, got pushed off there at the back by Felipe, but he does maintain the position as Fuzz gets ahead of Roberts.
And Calvin already with a 5-second penalty. Probably had an illegal overtake.
Yeah, he ran wide at the at turn 3, and I'm wondering if it was because of a bit of contact that pushed him wide.
That's going to be brutal when he's set to the pits. He will have to serve the 5-second penalty. So if he keeps him clean for the rest of the race, he shouldn't have any issues. Unfortunately, the biggest loser from the starting had to be Mads. It's quite unfortunate, and we have a Williams off. That is Brandon touched the curve and spun, which is very easy to do it in that corner, but looks like he was lucky to get away from that unscathed. As well now we just see Jaren trying to hold on to this position from Red. Red with the inside. It looks like they both had a really good exit from that corner. And Red had to back off. Because you cannot go side by side in these corners.
Very twisty beginning to the second sector.
Oh wow, it's California! Oh nice, no, that's Miami's!
No, that was Miami.
Coming out of nowhere for that dive bomb and didn't work out very well and came in contact. I believe it was Jiren that he came in contact with and just loses the back end. Now he's under pressure from Kieran. And looks, but still is able to hold on to it. Do you think that was too optimistic for Miami to try to go for that move?
Yeah, it's a bit early to be doing moves like that, especially at that corner. I've seen moves done before, but I just think he was a bit too far back to make it work.
Now on a prayer from Kieran, ooh, a little contact, but Kieran was managed to hold on to the car. DRS is open for both the AlphaTauri and the Alfa Romeo. Jiren diving the outside. But Red still has the good exit. Now he's under pressure from Rajan. He's gonna be going wheel to wheel with the Alfa Romeo, and he's still gonna be staying on the outside. Who's gonna have the good exit? Jiren had the good exit, and he's gonna hold that position. Great defending from him, but going very wide though. As now California is getting into it. Going wheel to wheel with Rajan, it looks like California had the better grip for it, and he's up to P5 now. Good job for the McLaren.
Yeah, the move worked that time for the other McLaren, as now he can begin to chase down Jerome for that fourth place.
That's Don. He's really loving them having these battles. He's already have a 5-second lead over them. Oh no! Private Mike is out!
I think he bottled.
Yeah, he must have tapped into the curve.
As we'll see there, and yeah, that is huge damage, and I wonder, yep, wheels off, that's him out.
Yeah, he must have tapped onto the curve and just spun it. It is so easy for him to do it.
And now, some of the guys maybe doing the two-stop is a perfect opportunity for them to come into the pits now.
Yeah, perfect timing for the virtual safety car.
I'm wondering if some of those other soft runners wanted to pit, but they already passed it. Or they couldn't make the switch in time.
Robertson switching on the hard compound. That's quite interesting. Let's see if he's going to be able to go towards the end with these. And this is probably what Mads needed was a virtual safety car, but I think he would prefer just a full safety car just to catch up on the grid. Yeah. Unfortunately, with this track, it's just so hard to catch up. Philip losing a little time to Goldie. As I say, you had to be very careful with these curves, or you're just gonna end up just smashing right into the wall. As I remember Mike said in the chat, he actually did not touch the curve. So it's whether he came in contact with someone or he just lost it.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to just lose the car in that corner. The entirety of the last game, I never found a setup that I could take that corner flat out and not spin the car. So it's very easy
Quite
to do that.
It's quite unfortunate for him. Right now, he is the only retiree on in the race for right now, as both the McLarens are probably going to have. They're probably going to be looking to switch positions here in a sec. Maybe they'll. Let's see if they can maybe do themselves a multi-21. Who knows? As Don actually gained a little bit of time.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Nolan didn't use that full delta to his advantage and really get ahead. As Don's pit window is open, so I believe that's what the teal wrench is. So I'm wondering if he'll be coming into the pit soon.
As Nolan is diving down.
No, Nolan's in now.
And Don is going to stay out. He's going to do the opposite of what he does. He's probably going to try to drag on these tires, see how long they can go until he has to switch. And looks like JD Nolan is going to be sticking to the two-stop strategy, coming out with a fresh pair of softs. So yeah, he's fully dedicated to the two-stop.
Yeah, it's really tough to pull off these one-stops. You're going to have to extend these tires as far as you can, and by the time you get to about 2 laps before that, the tires are just going to be completely gone. And you'll probably lose more time than you will gain back. As Brandon and Kieran side by side up into turn 4. Kieran, I think he bit of a contact there and he loses the position. Well, Brandon might have kept the position. I'm not too sure where they started that fight at. But Brandon is ahead.
Yeah, Kieran just loses his back end. Did not get a good exit. As now we got a battle in the front here with Calvin and California. Calvin looked at the inside, but was not able to make that move. And I only now realize that Miami got in front of California, and I did not see that.
Oh, Don, he's in the pits now.
As California dives into the pits. Brandon coming up with a 3-second penalty. As Calvin's teammate Kieran has actually finally made the move. Is now up to
Nolan's back in the pits.
And JD in the pits with the hards. What is going on there?
I'm wondering if he put on like an old set of softs for maybe qualifying.
I think he may have accidentally put on the softs where he wanted to put on the hards. Oh no, that's just unfortunate.
Now he's lost a lot of time.
The leader now he's just going to be struggling now. The only thing he really needs now is just a safety car.
I think everyone would really enjoy a safety car at this point, as
Frosty Calvin all over the gearbox on Miami. Both him and Rand are going to be diving into the pits. Frosty is going to try to hold him, Philip, and Goldie are going to be holding off for right now with the mediums, but they probably going to be needing to pit here soon, or else those mediums are going to fall off extremely fast. Both the Toro Rosso, I mean the AlphaTauris are actually staying in a very good position.
Well, as Nolan leaves the session, I'm wondering if he's still on track, so it doesn't look like he's retired. He's just left.
As right now, the closest battle we have right now is between Fuzz and Goldie. As Fuzz, he's on the harder compounds, but right now those are the only tires that actually have the most grip for right now. But Goldie's doing a pretty good job holding it back.
He's defending with all of his life, trying to just stay ahead and hope for the best with this strategy. Is they are both on 10-lap cold tires.
Precisely. The top three runners are all, looks like they're all going to be on the same strategy. They're going to try the medium tires, switch on the hards, and go for a one-stop.
I'm going to see if I can maybe invite Nolan back, and it is not bringing me to the right page, so I think Don right now, he's just going to keep his nose clean. Those hards will go probably to the end. And this nearest competitor that has pit so far is Kieran in 7th, and he's committed to the 2-stop already. He actually goes for the move there on Adri.
Brent as Rajan trying to see if we can have a go on the Mercedes, but it might have been tricky with him. For he is right behind Kieran, so that's a little tiny DRS training we have for the time being. So he really needs to have some good exits if he wants to have a go at the Mercedes.
If he can just stick pretty close here, it's about 4/10 going through this corner. If he can get it maybe down to 3/10, he can maybe just make an easy pass down to turn 1. Is a huge, I believe that was a lockup there from Ajaholic. So now Raj on the back of him. And this DRS pass might be a bit easier this time.
As we have Fuzz overtaking Goldie on turn, managed to get the move on turn 1, but we're gonna go back here as now as Rajan gets in front of the Mercedes. So while one Mercedes takes one position, another one loses it. Right now we have a nice little scrap here for P9. Brandon switching on the outside, so did Miami. Miami going so really far on the outside and managed to make that move done. Very good move from Miami. Managed to make it stick to him. Just grabbed that envelope, licked it, and sent it. good exit out of that. It's just really tricky to do. As Kieran, ooh, wow, going really wide there, touching the curb. So that was it. So that able to keep Rajan and
As
like right behind him. So he's still able to do it. As
Calvin
JD
in the
finally
pits.
joins back in.
And Bleep's in the pits too.
That's
So
really bad for the Red Bull driver. That's Miami. Go, wow, Ryan just heavily covering the inside line very aggressively, but Miami still has managed to make that move done. Yeah, right now, as the AlphaTauris are just making some really good time.
Don's up to P3, Rash is up to P4. This might... Well, Don is on the... No, Raj is on the medium, so he will stop again. Bit of a wiggle coming through turn 10. He will keep the position on Kieran.
Yeah, Robertson, very good job on the inside line, managed to stick it, but neither one of them have DRS, and we got the virtual safety car, and that's GJ Nolan, and he loses it on sector 2. Oh man, I bet he's just furious right now.
Yeah, I think he did the same thing Calvin did in qualifying, get it on that curb, and you are absolutely gone. And there's no hope for saving it as the LOLs go into the Discord for JD Nolan.
Yeah, his day just went from bad to worse. You just don't want to see it. My chat saying turn 12 just hits the Welsh.
Fuzzing goalie, I think, got away with free pit stop there. Getting out of the pits, this is the VFC ended. And they actually will jump Calvin, so I think it's helped them a bit. Because Calvin was leading the race there on the medium to hard runners.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Brandon, he actually pitted a lap right before the virtual safety car, so unfortunately for him, he's didn't have so much of an advantage. As now we have Miami. He had a really good run on Alnery, and he's gonna take up to P4. So quite the speedy pace that the McLaren have today.
Yeah, both of them they're pretty quick in Australia, and I think they've carried that pace to Bahrain. As now Mads at a spun on lap 1, he's get some company there with Brandon as they are going to hopefully start this battle. Brandon though on the fresher pair of hards, so I think it should be easy pickings for the Williams driver.
Now Red, is he going to be trying to make a move here? He doesn't. Looks like he's a little faster on the straights, but Adderall is just holding on because of the DRS, trying to see if he can get anywhere around him. Unfortunately, while he was trying to do that, he didn't really get a good run off of him. As now Frosty going to go wheel to wheel with Goldie, trying to get that position back from him. Goldie's sticking to the inside. Frosty, and they come in contact. I'm not sure though. It was kind of hard to tell from him. It looked like Goldie didn't really leave him much room. Oh, as the he ran, he held the position from Adderall, or I think it was the other way around, because Adderall had a terrible. He just had a terrible exit from the corner. I believe that was turn believe that was turn 10. But man, just looks like he just did not have the grip. As now we have Kieran diving down to the pits. So he's probably gonna be switching to the mediums again. And by the looks of it, yes he will. He is gonna be sticking to the mediums. So let's see how the two-stopper will do. Oh, I'm sorry, it was not turn 10, it's actually turn 9, I do apologize. Brandon picking up another 3-second time penalty. Williams is not really not so much looking to get a time penalty, especially being so far back. So far, not a good day for the Williams driver. Right now, the closest battle that we have is Jiren with Jillian Goldie. Is Jiren getting ever closer? Just especially since I'm being 10-lap-old medium tires, compared to Goldie, who has fresh out of hogs. But he makes the smart call and dives right down in the pits. Robinson up to P10. Pretty decent driving for the Haas driver. Like especially him returning back to LOE. Heated though. Creeping ever so slightly behind Frosty. He might have to try to make a move on the next straightaway. We just now having the gaps now form. So everyone's true pace is really starting to show now. Luckily for Frosty Calvin though, he's gonna be having DRS, so he's able to be safe from Hayden's assault. Well, unfortunately for California, though, that's not exactly what he wants to hear. And ooh, wow! Frosty just loses the back end. He putting too much power on the throttle. Now he's under pressure from Heated. He's gonna go wheel to wheel with him. Heated sticking to the outside line, but Heated managed to make the move done. Says Frosty though put too much power on the throttle too soon in the corner. Well, that's going on in the front. Behind them though is Robertson and Philip. I'm pretty sure it's how you pronounce it. Is also putting pressure on Robertson. It's slowly catching up to California. California does not look like he's really starting to slow around the corners.
Back up at the front, Raj in the pits. He will probably come out, I would say, outside of the top 10, and he's going to take a pair of softs 9 laps to the end. So that's going to be interesting if he's going to be able to keep the grip at the end of the race.
As I say, I think he might be able to do it. He's probably going to try to go for the fastest lap.
Yeah. 9 laps is doable, but how much will they go off by?
As you're setting the fastest lap with a 29.4. But unfortunately, that only counts if he's in the top 12.
Mm-hmm. He's come on 12th and a pretty...
Ooh! Frosty hit it in the back of heated. That's a front... Now he's sustained front wing damage. So, I'm not sure how that's going to heavily affect him. He might have... Oh no, that's heavy damage. He is lifting up really bad, so that is heavy damage. I don't think just Frosty was expecting heated to break that hard, or he was just very, very late on the brakes. And Philip, in the inside of Robertson, he still was able to have a good exit out of it. Stays right in front of him, but here comes Philip. He's gonna dive down the inside. Little too optimistic on turning there, and he's gonna be able to have DRS. Robertson, yeah, he's just not gonna be able to catch up to him.
That was a brave and bold move there from Felipe to get around Robert, and that car was basically sideways as he moved out to the inside. He'll pick up a 3-second time penalty too.
He did, though. I'm surprised that he is not getting anywhere closer to California. This is going to be quite interesting. He is getting a little closer, but he needs a very good exit for the final corner on the straight. Just to have a go at him. Looks like they both had a really good exit. But he did, though, with the help of DRS, he has a greater straight speed. He's going to go down the inside. A little bit of contact between them. California is still holding into the inside line, but looks like he did, though. He's going to swap right in front of him, and he is up to P5 now. And California, with no ERS, he's going to try to dive to the outside and get that position back, but falls short. And he's going to hold on to P5 for the time being. Both of them very low on ERS. I'm not sure. They need to save up a little bit to try to get to the end, or Frosty is going to try to catch up with them. Brandon with another 3-second time penalty. Not looking so hot for the Williams driver. As right now, Don having a bit of a boring race, to be honest.
Yeah, I think if Nolan could have stayed in the race there when he got disconnected and not have to pit a second time, this could have been a back and forth battle between the two, as they probably would have came out pretty similar in terms of their strategy, but maybe Miami can close up the gap. He's on a lap fresher tires.
And also you can see that he has a lot more ERS deployment to spare than Don.
He's gained about, I'd say, at least 2 to 3 tenths there just in that first sector. So he's catching a bit.
I just saw Rajan
I can definitely see Reg getting ahead of Felipe and Goldie here, but I think Calvin is probably just a bit too out of reach unless he gets ahead of these two guys in the next 2 laps, I would say.
I feel as Philby goes to the inside of Goldie. He has the greater straight line speed, and he's going to be able to overtake him. But do you think he kind of cut himself short? Because now Goldie has the DRS, and he's going to pull on the front as Rajoy now has the fastest lap. It's probably precisely what he was going after, and now he finally has it. But will he be able to gain a little bit more positions? He had a fantastic exit, but Goldie squeezing him out and blocking him, not really giving him the open space that he needs. And has managed to hold on to P9. Rajan is probably getting very annoyed, just telling him to get out of the way.
Yeah, Goldie's really defending pretty well there from the AlphaTauri behind.
Right now, they both have DRS, and Roger not really wanting to use too much of his DRS to try to do an overtake. Because as you can see, Goldie is holding himself up very well with the hards.
Yeah, he's defending as much as he can, but now he's got the run to the inside into the final 2 corners there.
And he gets the move done.
Get the move done. And I believe he was behind the DRS detection zone.
I said no, they both have DRS because they are just right behind Philby. So yeah, Roger, he's just gonna still have the DRS, so he's gonna be able to catch up to Philby really quickly. As now he's all over the back of the Alfa Romeo.
Oh, Mads takes the fastest lap away.
Ooh, wow, ran almost into the back of Fuzz. As Fuzz is now up to P3. Ferrari losing out to the position. But we'll be able to see a battle between the two here in a moment to see if he can get that position back. As Rajoy just really sticking on to him. There's just no way Philippines is just gonna shake him off, especially with the soft on that AlphaTauri. Two alphas. But who's going to be the true alpha here? Going to the inside, and Roger is going to overtake it up to P8 now. And slowly catching up in the back of the Renault of Frosty Calvin. It does not look, as I say, does not look like it's going to have to be arrested for it. Kind of struggling to stay behind on Fuzz. He's still managing to keep a good job. Sticking around. As Rajoy, wow, he got really close to Frosty. He's still struggling with that front wing damage that he sustained a couple of laps ago. But he had to lift up in that corner. Rajoy, that gave him the perfect opportunity to be right behind him. I don't think he's gonna be able to hold him on the straight. now has the DRS open. And it's going to go on the outside. And managed to make the move done. There's just no competition between the two. Culture tires and plus not having no damage to his front wing. There's just nothing he can do there. But surprisingly, for Division 4, for right now, there are only 2 DNFs in this race.
Yeah,
But surprisingly, they have kept it fairly clean this race.
Yeah, pretty clean. Bit of tire contact, and I think Calvin's really the only one that's lost a front wing, but kept it going as Nolan and Mike both crashed pretty heavily. So I would say everything relatively clean. That's what we like to see. Is Miami is still chasing
Kieran
Don.
hit the inside of Goldie, and he is spun all around. I just barely saw that, and Kieran, now his tires are cooked, and now he falls outside the points. As to say, I'm not sure exactly who's at fault for that. But Kieran was right in the outside of Goldie and didn't make it work. But now we have Philippi taking over P8 from Frosty. Not a good day for the Renault drivers.
And Kieran has decided to
pull
pull into the pits and Alt F4 himself from this race. And a disappointing end. And I'm wondering if Mads is going to do the same as he is into the pits as well. Or maybe he is going to go another pair of softs.
Hey, he's still going.
So he's going to do the fastest lap here, and this will definitely be his if he doesn't track extend or anything.
As we have Kieran's car pull over to the side. We have a spin. That is Brandon. Spins it on turn 9. Not very hard to do that. And we are now in the final lap of this race. Miami getting ever so closer to Dan. Not sure if either one of them has penalties or not. I have not checked how the drivers are looking. Miami, a little too optimistic on the throttle. But still managed to stick right. He's managed to try to stay behind Don to see if he can make a mistake. So and managed to take the win. But like I said, I'm not sure how the penalties are running here. As Don, he has to be very careful around that corner, and they both managed to be very careful.
So Don, a pretty good race there from him. It was a shame that JD Nolan couldn't be up here fighting him for this victory, but through the final corner, it will be Excel Don picking up the checkered flag and winning the Bahrain Grand Prix. Miami will come home in second place, and no penalties between the two. Fuzz in P3. We'll go down the field.
Red finishing in P4, so yeah, those are our podium. Rajoy right behind California. Is he going to be seeing any jumps? No. Right now, there are no jumps going on except from Frosty jumping up to P9 and also Philippe just dropping down the order all the way to P11. Also, his teammate managed to jump him. But yeah, those are our point runner-ups. to Robertson picking up the final point. Good job for the Haas driver. Bet that was very difficult for him. As I say, it's actually for Mads. Is he gonna deny? Is he gonna deny Rajoin on his fastest lap? Let's see how it goes. He's pushing everything that Ferrari has.
Oh, he did.
And he does. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Denies Rajoin's fastest extra point on the last lap. As you see on the screens that we have Fuzz as our driver of the day, but it's granted a very good performance from him, but who do you think definitely deserves that title? Yeah, but as Don though celebrating that win, definitely well deserved for the AlphaTauri.
It was a good win, a hard-fought win. As the finishing order for your round 2 race at the Bahrain Grand Prix will be Excel, Don, Miami, and Fuzz, your top 3, your podium finishers. Fuzz coming from 17th on the grid. So really good result there. Rand VH in P4 heated, California, Raj, Goldie, Calvin, and Jerome the top 10. Felipe, Robertson, Adraholic, Brandon, Mads finishing the top 15, and then your non-finishers will be Kieran, Nolan, and Mike, but Kieran finished 90% of the race, so he will still be classified 2 laps down.
It is just quite unbelievable. That was quite a race that we had tonight.
That was a pretty good one. I don't think there was as much action and much battling as there was in Australia, but nevertheless, Bahrain always seems to produce some great league racing here.
Yeah, as I say, we still had plenty good races and still pretty good drama. And I believe next week will be at Vietnam, if I'm correct, a brand new track.
Yep, one of the new tracks in the Dutch Grand Prix will be a few weeks after that than the other new track, but before that I believe we will go to China.
Yeah, it will be Vietnam, China, and then the Netherlands. As I say though, thank you for joining us here at the Bahrain Grand Prix for Ellery, and we will see you all next week at Vietnam.
Goodbye, everyone.